Hey y'all, in this sneak peek, we're going to talk about forming a business. So I'm going to go into the different types of business entities that you could choose to form, and we'll talk about some pros and cons of each. So let's get started. Okay, so there's 4 types of businesses that you can choose to form: a sole proprietorship, a limited liability company, a partnership, or a corporation or S corporation. The most popular for new small business owners are sole props and LLCs. So in this sneak peek, I'm going to spend some time comparing those two so you can figure out what works best for you. The first type of business you can form is a sole proprietorship, and there's several pros to forming a sole prop. First, it's really easy to form. You can either choose to use your personal name and social security number, or you can file a DBA, which means doing business as, and file for an employer identification number. You're also the sole owner and decision maker, which can be really nice, and there's no ongoing legal requirements, so it's pretty much good to go once you form it. Now, there are some downsides to choosing a sole prop for your business. First, your city may require you to pay a business license fee, but this is true for any type of business, so it's not really something you can avoid. But most importantly, you as the sole owner are fully liable for any business debts. This means that creditors could come after your house, your car, or other personal assets. You do not want that to happen, so it's something to think about. LLCs are the next easiest type of business to form, especially if you're the only owner or member. It's also nice to have the option of adding partners if you decide you want to grow your business. And lastly, and probably the most important, your personal assets are safe from business debts unless you sign a personal guarantee on any of those debts. So this is huge for business owners. You want that limited liability. One of the downsides of forming an LLC is that you're required to create an operating agreement, which will take some money up front if you use something like LegalZoom. And your city may also require a business license, but again, not something you can really avoid for any business type. But one thing to really consider is that some states require an LLC tax that's due each year. So in California, LLCs are required to pay $800 annually. So that's something to think about. So that's our sneak peek of forming a business. Now there's other types of business entities you could form: partnerships and corporations or S corps. So in the Tackling Taxes e-course, we go into every single entity type. We talk about the pros and cons, and we also talk about the tax effects of each type because it's really important to know that. So if you want to learn more about that, go to tackling-taxes.com, and I'll see you in the e-course.